Me, 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 me. Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun? Not much money, but oh, but honey, ain't we got fun? The rent's unpaid, dear. We haven't a car. But anyway, dear, we'll stay as we are. Every, even if we owe, even if we owe the grocer, ain't we got fun? Tax collectors getting closer, still we have fun. There's nothing surer. The rich get rich and the poor get poorer. In the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun? Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun? Oh, yes, good idea, Dave. Hey, Dave in LA, we need a little whistling. Wow, that was challenging because the dogs were humping just off screen. It was getting a little amorous. I don't think Ain't We Got Fun is traditionally considered an aphrodisiac or a seduction song, but it happened to function that way for Gornamans. Gornamans was just getting amorous with Hildy. Keep it in your fur. Keep it in your fur, man. Keep it in your fur. Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun? Look at this. I found this hat last year. You know, I found a lot of my outerwear and then I wash it and make it mine. But this one has a wonderful, I like the logo because it's not a smiling face and it's not a frowning face. It's just a face where the mouth is perfectly horizontal. Okay. Oh, it was a little chilly all day, so I had a hat on. I had the hat on in the restaurant. Had a really fun brunch today. I took my sister's kids out for their birthdays right nearby. Jack's wife, Frida. If you're ever in New York, I recommend the place. Jack's wife, Frida. They had a really good mustard seed crusted tofu over spaghetti squash. That was their one vegan entree. It was really good. And then we took my mom out a little early for her birthday and to a Greek place. And they had an amazing one vegan dish that was great. It was a mushroom risotto. So it was very bougie how I ate today. Oh, the dogs are doing a little, I'm going to feed Gornamons. Here, I'll take you with me while I do that. I'm going to sequester him in the bathroom. Come, let's go for a walk, everybody. Okay, Gornamons. Mahlzeit, Mahlzeit. Here's his food. I'm going to take Gornamons. Mahlzeit. Here we go. I'm going to put him in the, put the food on the scale. Give him a little light. There you go. You spend no, you're going to spend in there just a little time, a little eating. Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun? There we go. Now we can have a little bit of, peace and quiet. Oh, hey, Mom. It's early. It's a little early, but her birthday's coming up. Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun? So someone recommended, I think it was Dawn last night who recommended that Hawaiian Christmas song. So I learned that today. But before I do it, I want to check in with some of my friends who live in Hawaii and make sure that it's not like I don't know. I've been uncomfortable exploring any of that Hawaiian ukulele repertoire because I just want to make sure it's not like either cultural appropriation or even worse, that it's not kind of like, you know, imperialistic, or that it's not considered like somehow demeaning in any way. So it's a really fun song. I listened to Bing Crosby doing it, I think with the Andrews sisters backing him up. Um, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, Merry Christmas. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All art is appropriated. Yeah, but that's like, sorry, neuro, in some sense, but that doesn't address the question of whether, that doesn't mean you should do all stuff. Yes, artists influence one another. That's not what I'm referring to here. I'm referring to here the question of cultural appropriation in a way that can be offensive, and rightly so, if people, yeah. But yes, absolutely, all art. In fact, that reminds me of a quotation that I heard from a friend of mine, Paul. This was back in college. He said, and I should look this up, but he said that like the earliest poem that was ever found was like a love poem written on a cave wall. So it was thousands of years old. And apparently it began with the line, I know this has all been said before, but. So, yes, everything's been said before, that's for sure. Um, Nothing new under the sun, that's another way to say it. Hildy, that's a little annoying, that dropping of the ball. I'm going to have to take that ball away from you. Oh, The Sunny Side of the Street, that's a fun song. I'm going to take my jacket off as I warm up. Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear the pitter pat? And that happiness is your step. And that happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade. But I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over. If I never had a cent, I'd be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. Oh, yeah. Thirsty girl. I wanted to get a close-up of her drinking. Yes, it probably was. I like your idea, Nuro, that the very first, the origin of language was a fart joke. It's probable. I'll be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet. I love this song. 1930, Jimmy McHugh, with words by Dorothy Fields. Were they a couple? I feel like we've looked that up before. Yeah, that was the very first joke I ever. Pull my finger. Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries by the doorstep. Not by the doorstep, on the doorstep. Grab your coat and get your hat. That's not a B7. Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worry on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear the pitter pat? And that happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade. But I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over. If I never had a cent, I'll be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. The sunny side of the street, Jimmy McHugh and Dorothy Fields. I want to look these guys up. I got to find a keyboard where when I type to search something, you don't see my giant hairy knuckles. I find it really disturbing, but there it is. Okay. Jimmy McHugh, American composer, 1894 to 1969. He and I were on the planet for 6 months together. Jimmy McHugh was on his way out when I just arrived. Hey, Hildy, we're doing a show here. Could you please? Yes. Woof, woof. We get it. James, I got to close the window. There's a window. Hey, are the windows open? What the hell's going on here? Hey, stop that. I'll be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. Okay. I put on a fan for a little bit of white noise. Hildy, come here. Come say hi. Come say hi. Come here. Come here. Come step up. Hildy, come right here. Hey. Wow. Now she has a ball. She has a ball in her mouth, and she's barking. So it's like a trombone with a mute in it. What does AFK mean? I don't know what that means, Nuro. All right, give me a second. Hildy, stop it. Hildy, you gotta go upstairs. Upstairs. Well, Hildy, up. After. Putting that there. Try to keep her upstairs. All right. If I ever had a cent, I'd be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet. This is the first time I'm dancing on the show. All right. Away from keyboard. Oh, interesting. Oh. She made it down. Hilda, you better be quiet. If you want to come here. If you want to come say hi to everybody, you can do that. But you can't keep disrupting the show. Oh, there we go. Okay. There she goes. Oh, Kira loved. Okay, I'll do that. I can do that number again for Kira. The bird liked the sunny side of the street. Okay, so Jimmy McHugh. Any ideas on how I can quiet her down? Oh, okay. I'm going to give her a treat. Hildy, come here. Here. She's getting a Kong with some peanut butter in it. There we go. Sit. Okay. All right. Good idea. Thanks. All right. Let's come back to the keyboard to explain. Oh, I see. That's funny. Yeah. Again, my hair and makeup people, they're on strike. They're part of the hair and makeup union. And they don't appreciate the working conditions because I'm very touchy when it comes to makeup and hair. Very, very, very difficult, very judgmental. So they're on strike. That's right, Dawn. The bribery function. Okay, Jimmy McHugh, one of the most prolific songwriters of the 20s and from the 20s to the 50s. I'm in the moods for love. That's how it's listed. I think it's I'm in the mood for love, not the moods. I can't give you anything. Oh, that's a great song. That's him also. All right, then we'll look up Dorothy Fields. Were they a couple? Dorothy Fields. They began writing together. McHugh and Fields began writing together in 1928. I Can't Give You Anything But Love, Baby. I like that one a lot. They wrote Sunny Side of the Street. And then they wrote Don't Blame Me. I don't know that song. All right, so that was their little collaboration. They had a nice run there. All right. I haven't done that song in a while, but I really like that one. It's another, there it is. Yeah, it's McHugh and Fields. I can't give you anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, we're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you've always pined for. Gee, I'd like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets, oh, this is the lyric. Diamond bracelets Woolworths doesn't sell, baby. Till that lucky day, you know darn well, baby. I can't give you anything but love. Yeah, that's a good number. I forgot, it's got that Woolworth lyric. And then the other one is, the other one has the Rockefeller lyric. So they come up with these cute little, what's going on? I started itching during the show yesterday. Why is the music making me itch? What is going on? This is bizarre. Do I need to take an antihistamine before the show again? I can't give you anything but love. I can't give you anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, dream a while, scheme a while, we're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you've always pined for. Gee, I'd like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets Woolworth doesn't sell, baby. Till that lucky day, you know darn well, baby. I can't give you anything but love. That's a nice little song. It's a nice little ditty, 1928. Again, Jimmy McHugh and Dorothy Fields. It's fun if you look up the photo of them, like standing on the running board of a big old convertible. Looks like the late 20s. She's got a coat with a big fur collar. Here, I'll put this in the chat. I can't give you anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, baby. Oops, you're sure to find. Okay, here we go. Da, 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 da. There, I put a link in the chat. You can click there and see what that songwriting team looked like. They looked like $1 million. Well, if you do the if you accounting for inflation, they look like $10,000, which was $1 million back then. All right, more from the same period. 5 for 2, eyes are blue. Oh, what those 5 foot could do. Has anybody seen my gal? Turned up nose, turned down hose, never had no other beaux. Has anybody seen my gal? Now if you run into a 5'2", covered with fur, diamond rings and all those things, bet your life it isn't her. But could she love? Could she woo? Could she coo? Has anybody seen my gal? That's it. That's a good one. That's Joe Young and Sam Lewis, 1925. That song's about to turn 100. Joe Young and Sam Lewis wrote the words. Ray Henderson wrote the music. Yeah, that Mary in Chicago says my mom used to sing that to me. Yeah, yeah, I definitely heard that when I was a kid as well. Da 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 ba ba da 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 ba da 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 da. That would be a good moment to also know how to. I feel like tap dancing. If I could do a tap dance break. Oh God, it's coming up towards the end of the year, at least the last 10% of the year, and I remember now that one of my resolutions back in December, which I talked about on the show, was to put those tap shoes to use. I bought tap shoes. I've owned them for 20 something years, and I've never taken a lesson. Jeez, I got to do that. Okay, it's time to do that. I have 2 more months. Okay, I'm writing down a note to myself. You can tell I'm serious because I licked my finger to take the, okay, tap. I'm just going to put that on my to-do list. Whew. Ba-ba-da, 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 ba-ba. Oh, James Hove says adult tap classes are a riot. Dawn says that we're here for it. Mary, we're hoping that you add some tap dancing. Okay, I'm going to do that. I got to do that. What am I waiting for? Oh man. Did I show you this on the show before? A friend of mine at a film festival got this as some swag and he gave it to me years ago. It's P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean John. It's his fragrance, the Freak Fest. So I actually have a little bottle of that. That's a bizarre artifact. Oh, I did write an email to CB1, which is the Community Board. No, it's not. It's not McJet. It is not, in fact, baby oil. It's just a fragrance. Okay. Yes, no comment. That is best. That is best. So there's a park here in my neighborhood at the East River. It's called Grand Street Ferry Park. And there used to be a ferry. Before the Williamsburg Bridge opened about 125 years ago, there was a ferry system, and it would bring passengers back and forth from Williamsburg, Brooklyn, over to Manhattan, to Lower Manhattan, the Lower East Side. And it would go from Grand Street, Brooklyn, over to Grand Street, Manhattan. And it was called Grand Street Ferry Park. It's still there, Grand Street Ferry Park. It's at the northern tip of Domino Park, which is a beautiful promenade that opened up a few years ago. And I remember when it was renovated in 1997, Grand Street Ferry Park, they put a plaque. There's a smokestack there, which was, I think, refurbished or repointed. And they put a plaque on it with the mayor. The name of the mayor at the time is the disgraced and the disgraceful, the bankrupt, both financially and morally bankrupt, former mayor of the city, whose name shall remain unspoken here on the show, as they say in Hebrew, Yamach Shemo, may his name be blotted out. He's a disgrace. He is a criminal. He has been credibly accused on multiple counts of sexual assault. He's a fraud. He is a traitor. He has carried out acts of sedition. Um, he's the one who on January 6th said trial by combat. Anyway, he's a villain, if ever there was one, in the history of this city of New York. And his name is on that plaque because he was the mayor when it was refurbished, when the park was redone. And so I wrote to CB1, the community board one, that's the local, the city council. Well, the community board, I guess it's not technically part of the city council. In any case, I wrote to them and said, can we get his name removed from that plaque? And furthermore, can we get his name removed from all plaques, monuments, plinths, and whatever in the city? Yeah, all of those, his name should be blotted out. Well, the plaque, the problem with taking the plaque down just without any, obviously it would be vandalism to do that. You need the city to approve it. But there are names of people, like the parks commissioner at the time, and maybe the mayor at the original time when the park was open. Whatever, there are people on there whose names should remain memorialized. Plaque attack, yeah. Remove the plaque. That's funny, yeah. With some toothpaste. Da 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 ba ba da 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 da. Has anybody seen my gal? Da 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 da. Bet your life it isn't her. Gee, it's great after being out late, walking my baby back home. On and on over meadow and farm, walking my baby back home. We go along harmonizing in song, or I'm reciting a poem. Hours go by and they give me the eye, walking my baby back home. We stop for a while, she gives me a smile and snuggles her head to my chest. We start into pet, and that's when I get her powder all over my vest. We've talked about this before. There's powder, there's combs. It's so dated in kind of the wrong way, this song, but it's kind of fun. After I kind of straighten my tie, she has to borrow my comb. One kiss, then I continue again, walking my baby back home. Home, home, home. Walking my baby back home, 1930. Roy Turk and Fred Allert. Roy Turk and Fred Allert. Let's look at this. Roy Turk. Roy Turk. American songwriter and lyricist. 1892 to 1934. Oh boy, is he the one who he died very young? Roy Turk. Born in New York, died in Hollywood. Are You Lonesome Tonight? Oh my gosh, he wrote that too, which was made a big hit by Elvis. How did he? Ba da 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 ba 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 da 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 ba ba bum ba ba da da da. He was elected to the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1970. Are You Lonesome Tonight? He wrote. Walking My Baby Back Home, etc. Sorry, now I'm very worried about why this guy died so young. Roy Turk, songwriter, cause of death. He died at age 42 of pneumonia following an operation for cancer. Ugh, that's no fun. Oh boy. May he rest in peace. That's a great song. Welcome the Baby Back Home. He started out in vaudeville. And then Fred Allard. Let's look up Fred Allard also. Fred, who collaborated on that song. Fred Allard, 1892 to 1953, American composer. He was born and died in New York City. Also got into the Songwriters Hall of Fame that very same year, 1970. All right, well, thank you very much. That was the show. This is the No Show. It happens here on YouTube every night at 9 on the East Coast. That's my name. I'm Ethan. It's the No Show. Thank you for your eyes and your ears. And stay in touch. Don't be a stranger. All right, everybody. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.